To Paris, Pete Sampras underway, serving against Mark Philippoussis. First game of the first set. Good to have John McEnroe with us here at Court Central.
It's been too long, Bill.
U.S. Davis Cup captain, congratulations on your success.
We're just getting started, hopefully. This is the guy I hope wins a couple matches for me in about 6-7 weeks, Pete Sampras.
U.S. with a tough tie coming up against Spain. You've had a chance to watch Pete obviously a lot this year. Your thoughts?
Well, to be honest, he hasn't played a lot. He got injured in that match against Agassi, that great semifinal Australian match. Also got injured in the 5th match in Davis Cup when he beat Dozadel. Sampras with a routine hold here at 1-love.
Sampras.
New rule, they switch sides without the break.
You like that? Does
I like
that allow the players to get the flow a little quicker?
And also the commentators who haven't worked for a while.
Exactly.
Au service, Mark Philippoussis.
Philippoussis is fairly comfortable on the clay courts. The ball's going to come up nice and high for him. You see he's a big guy, about 6'4". That's the one edge I give him, the fact that he likes the ball up high, and he's going to see a lot of high balls in this match. Everything else points to Sampras to me. He's got that monster serve. Sampras with a 7-2 lifetime edge. Obviously a lot more big-time results. Capriati at 5-all.
Served, by the way, 118 miles an hour. Philippoussis won their only meeting on clay. It came at the World Team Cup when Sampras retired in the 3rd set of a match that was tied at 1 set apiece.
Well, that is truly a meaningless tournament. I mean, my God, don't take anything from that match. The week before the French.
Otherwise, Sampras has been dominant in their meetings head-to-head.
There's Mark at 6'4". Only 23. I mean, he's been around a long time, had some good results. It really hurt him last year, Bill. He's down to 25 in the world. The last time he played Pete was at Wimbledon, where he won the 1st set, was up 2-1 in a break point in the 2nd set and hurt his knee. Later had surgery, missed most of the summer, and has been struggling with that as that ball hits the line, 40-love.
Second ace.
He missed 6-7 weeks, a good bit of time after Palm Springs. He's had a heavy schedule, so both players' fitness levels questionable here going into the French Open. Not the place you want to be less than 100%.
Philippoussis.
So, easy hold for Philippoussis and 1-all.
It's going to be extremely difficult to return today. These guys serve bombs and the wind is kicking out there. It's not particularly hot. You're not going to see a lot of clean returns in this match. Matter of fact, I'll be surprised if it is a clean match with these conditions. Very difficult.
That's in. Clay holds it up, at least gives Sampras a chance to put a racket on it.
Well, you see, he debated whether to do that old overhead scissor kick that he likes to do. Now Pete, at the ripe old age of 28, living now in California, spending his time in Los Angeles, no longer in Orlando. You see, he's already been here. This is his 11th time playing the French Open. Yeah, that was a mishit return. The ball floated. A bit of a tricky but relatively easy shot for Pete. That last one he let go, assuming it would go long. Clipped the line.
It's only the 3rd clay court event for Sampras this year. Played the infamous World Team Cup, Dusseldorf. And then at Hamburg 2 weeks ago, lost in the 2nd round there.
Well, we know the promoters of the World Team Cup aren't listening. They're somewhere in Germany, so we can dog that term as much as we want.
15 all.
30-15.
Pete hit that serve, caught the outside of the line. 30-15. He's pulling a Chang out there, serving the old Agassi Chang move.
And quickly 40-15.
If he kicks that serve out to Philippoussis, it opens that court wide open for an easy put away. Like that new hairdo from Mark.
First double fault.
One thing I've noticed with Pete recently, maybe the last 6 months to a year, is he's going for a lot more on his second serve. That one over 100 miles per hour. We'll see if he can get away with that here in these conditions.
Does he have the kind of toss where he can get away with it?
Sampras.
Definitely does. Definitely does.
Well, on serve as we start the match, Sampras and Philippoussis. Well, Pete Sampras underway on Court Central on serve. Philippoussis serving in the fourth game of the first set, and just a few moments ago, out on Court 10, Jennifer Capriati in trouble against Fabiola Zuluaga. Tracy Austin is with us, and Jennifer had a couple of set points, Tracy, but couldn't take advantage of them.
Exactly right, and I think the fitness is really coming into play. She's gained a bit of weight since Australia, where she was playing some excellent tennis. Just doesn't seem as confident or as focused coming into this French Open.
If she'd been able to convert, the match would have been level at a set apiece. Zuluaga winning the first set. And there the match. So after making it to the round of 16 a year ago, an early exit for the number 15 seed Jennifer Capriati, Tracy.
Jennifer Capriati with way too many unforced errors, and you saw a missed return right away on that match point. That means that you're mentally just not in it, and 10 double faults.
So Jennifer Capriati is out of the 2000 French Open as we welcome you back to Court Central. Pete Sampras, Mark Philippoussis, and Philippoussis serving 40-15 to level the first set at 2. Philippoussis has won only one match on clay this year. That was in Rome, beating Marc Rosé, but lost in the first round in 3 of his 4 clay court events this year.
Philippoussis.
But losing just 1 point in that game and 2 all.
Well, if you look at his draw, too, I mean, he played Wayne Ferreira, who's a veteran, knows how to play on all surfaces, lost to Leighton Hewitt and Kierton at Rome after he beat Rosé. Those aren't exactly easy draws. And the infamous Jeff Tarango beat him last week. St. Pölten in Austria. Tarango still kicking. That's what Sampras needs to do, is get into the net. Serve volley. Excellent reflex there.
15-0.
People have suggested that perhaps Sampras needs to alter his tack to win on the service. Would you agree with that? Or can Pete win playing the game that he plays here?
What is the game he plays here? I'm not sure what that is. You hit those, you can win on any surface. He's won 6 Wimbledon serving and volleying. Why not give it a shot? This guy used to come in on people's first serve. First, second serve, and his first, second serve. So you know he wants Pete to get in. And Pete is doing a lot more of that.
40-0.
That guy, by the way, Paul Annacone.
Noticed it earlier this year in Key Biscayne that he was doing a lot of chipping and charging and looking to make the points a little bit shorter. He's not getting any younger, and the players are getting fitter and fitter, I would say. The young ones don't know what it's like to get tired quite yet. These Juan Carlos Ferreros of the world, who is this young, talented Spanish player who's seeded 16 in Pete's section. So He's got his hands full in this tournament. The only guy I've ever seen hit that shot really well is Agassi. That sort of half volley off the baseline. That's an extremely difficult shot. Philippoussis with the big reach.
Sampras holds on serve, first set. Mark Philippoussis serving 2-3 here in the first set, and 15-love against Pete Sampras. Bill McAtee and John McEnroe, good to have you with us in Paris as we start the 2000 French Open on USA. First double fault and 15 all. Philippoussis won title earlier this year. That was in San Jose. Ranked as high as number 8 in the world, April of last year. Former finalist at the US Open. Met fellow Aussie Patrick Rafter a couple years ago in New York.
Ran out of gas there. There's Gavin Hopper, who tries to get Mark in tip-top shape. I see here that Pete's working with a guy by the name of Brett Stevens, not the former tennis player, try to get himself in the best condition possible. I'm not sure how regularly he's been able to train given his injuries this past year.
Is this the surface that generally will test your conditioning more than the others?
No question. No question. This is a guy who can run. Kierton and another youngster, Ferrero, we talked about him a couple minutes ago. Watch out for him. Maybe the best of the bunch, and that's saying something for Spanish Armada, which is sinking, but still dangerous.
Down to 2 seeded players this year, which is unusual in Paris.
Courageous with the nice comeback, seeded 10 here. 1 on hard courts in Palm Springs. That was a surprise. It almost looked too easy for Mark there. Still up 40-30, 2-3.
Lepenti is through. Tim Henman.
Spady on just a horrific run. I think he's lost 15 or 16 matches. Nice win from Jan Michael Gamble there. Big win for him. Starting to show some promise on clay. Winning some matches. Kiefer once again with the mediocre effort. Two doubles. Suddenly Pete's got a chance here.
At deuce.
That second serve, Bill, was at what's 203? It's about 125 miles an hour. I mean, that's really going for it. Why he needs to do that, I don't know. Maybe he's still a bit nervous out there. Follows it up with an ace, though.
And that is already 6 aces for Philippoussis.
Well, the good news for him is he doesn't throw the toss too high. And he's a big guy, so he's got a nice angle. You're going to see a lot of aces in this match.
Premier 6. Philippoussis.
Clean winner for the hold. And 3-all. And earlier we had a chance to talk to Mark Philippoussis, and we asked him about facing Pete Sampras on the Terbat 2.
Well, obviously it's tough to play no matter where you're playing, but obviously if I did have a choice, it would be here. But against Pete, he can play some great tennis on any surfaces, so you know, I'll just be enjoying it. It'll be a good match.
Expecting a good match, and so are we. It's the kind of match that in a Grand Slam you're used to seeing in the second week, not the first day.
Injuries rearing their ugly head. Philippoussis unseated. Someone just got clocked, I think. One of the linesmen took a pop with that Sampras serve. See there athletically, that was a very poor movement from Mark. He's got to be on his toes a little more. He sort of stood flat-footed. Ball kicked away from him, and he was in big trouble after that. That's the play you want to use a lot. Go behind your opponent on this surface. There's no way he's going to run that down. Sampras got the crowd behind him. I want to see him do well here.
40-0. Quarante-quinze.
40-15.
There's a big
Mauresmo
one.
against Osterloh, 6-2. Mauresmo in the first set. Just starting set number 2.
That's someone who's fit. Mauresmo, she could stay out there.
Mary Pierce, another we put in that category. She was a winner in straight sets here in Court Central earlier.
Agassi up tomorrow, by the way. You Agassi fans clamoring to see the defending champion.
It's Anthony Dupuis of France. Wild card.
Sampras.
Meanwhile, another easy service game for Sampras. 4-3 first set.
Sampras, même pas 4.
The Arc de Triomphe, and now back at Stade Roland Garros. Mark Philippoussis serving to level this first set at 4. 30 love. Philippoussis made an early exit from the French last year. He lost in the first round to Jason Stoltenberg in straight sets. Best result was in 1997. He made it to the round of 16 before losing to Yevgeny Kafelnikov. And as we said earlier, Pete Sampras won semifinal, his best showing at Roland Garros.
That's a perfect play there from Pete. Just keep the ball nice and deep.
45.
Philippoussis not quick enough. Now look at this here. This is his problem. I mean, he's had a lot of poor results in the French. And all the other ones combined,
That's pretty remarkable.
That's about 10, 11 years worth, too. It just shows you how incredible his results were, the other big ones. 11 Grand Slams and counting. Or is it 12 now? 12. That's, I was trying to add one to myself. Steal one of his.
So 4-all.
Now that, on the other hand, is exactly what he shouldn't do. Is just give the point to Philippoussis. Make him hit the winner. The old story. Don't beat yourself on this surface. This is two hard quarters out there. Fast court players trying to figure out how to get an edge. So far, none to be had. 4-all.
And what will have to happen, John, do you think, for Sampras to have a chance at another run like he had in '96?
Well, looking at his draw, he's got a tough draw. He's got this match, get through here, play Sa or Goldstein, both good competitors. Arazi or Woodruff in the third round. Arazi's had some excellent results here, and that's just to get to Ferreira, who's one of the best clay court players in the world. Then you're talking probably Corecha in the quarters. That's not going to be easy. That's to get to the semis, and then there's two more.
Kansas.
Second double fault and 15-all.
Kierton's also in the bottom half. Lepenti, the talented Ecuadorian, in the lower half. Kafelnikov, who's been really struggling, is there. Has one here, so appears the lower half is a little stronger at this point. Agassi enjoying that on the top. Ella Nui That's a first. A great effort from Morocco. Seeded number 15.
That would be the first seeded player that Andre Agassi would meet.
Younes El-Anoui.
Agassi would play El-Anoui in the round of 16.
35.
You're already correcting me, huh? El-Anoui. You know, you've been studying while you're at Augusta, you know.
A little free time. So 40-15. Very much what you'd expect between these two powerful players.
Well, what it does show you is how big, if you have a big serve, you can be dangerous against anyone, because it is difficult to return right now. Crowd's starting to realize that this ain't going to be
one of your
match
classic
of the tournament.
baseline chess matches that you'll get sometimes. Pick up there from Sampras. He holds for 5-4 in the first set.
Sampras mène par 5 jeux à 4.
Back to Paris in a moment. Well, Mark Philippoussis is serving to stay in the first set, but on serve here in the first against Pete Sampras.
15-0.
Philippoussis serving 15 love now. Now, you mentioned this earlier, John. These conditions have to be to the liking of both of these players.
Well, not really, actually. I don't think it's the liking to the players in the sense that it's very windy, so it's hard to play your best. I mean,
I was talking about the surface fast.
It's you know, it's sort of it's actually, I don't think it's that fast. It seems relatively fast because they hit the ball so hard. There's the wind gusts. I mean, this is a day where I really am happy that I'm up here talking to you. You do not look good. This is ugly. This is going to be ugly tennis. Mental toughness you need here and physical fitness. It's hard to show the best stuff on days like this. That's a great play. That looked good to me. I'd be surprised if that was out. Yeah. Philippoussis rubs out the mark, which means you hit the line, 30-15. Although I saw Jimmy do that once, Jimmy Connors, where the mark was called out and it was in, and he rubbed it out before the guy had a chance to look at it. The semifinals of the U.S. Open. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And they hit, and he got the point. That's where Pete being a better athlete is going to pay off, I think. Last 2 points looked quicker out there. Philippoussis off balance, and now Pete could maybe sneak out this first set.
30 all.
Felnikov up a break has lost his previous 2 encounters with Lubic. What's it? Help me with this name, okay? I'm putting you on the spot now after you burn me with the other one. Got you this time.
You must be talking about Ivan Lubajczyk.
That's a big second serve. Get out of trouble.
Actually, Lubajczyk won their 2 previous meetings, including earlier this year in Marseille.
So in Croatia, it's Ivan, and Czechoslovakia, it's Ivan.
Which would you like?
I don't like either one of them.
Well, third double fault. So back to deuce.
Arazi tough at this tournament, off to a quick start against the big guy, Chris Country Woodruff, who's had a rough time with the draws in Europe. Played Pioline first round in Rome, Sampras first round in Hamburg, now Arazi first round in the French.
Woodruff, the young American out of the University of Tennessee, former NCAA champion, beat Andre Agassi here some years ago. Checking in on that match.
Saved my ass in Zimbabwe, man.
Well, maybe this is the moment. Sampras able to sneak out this first set.
See, Philippoussis, he's not quick enough to get away with that. He ran around the backhand. He's way off the court. Sampras just calmly hit the slice backhand. Philippoussis not in position. Pete's got set point.
On the first break point of the match. See what Philippoussis does with the second serve. Fourth double gives Sampras the first set. Or here in Paris, Pete Sampras winning the first set, 6-4 over Mark Philippoussis. Bill McAtee with you along with John McEnroe. Good to be with you.
Good
once again.
What's this?
Getting ready for you. You're going to give me a lesson out on the court.
I don't believe this.
Well,
now commentators are pumping iron.
Well, your thoughts on the French Open? Let's start with Andre Agassi. Do you know what to expect of Andre these 2 weeks?
Well, I think no, I don't. It's a short answer. That's why I'm so excited to be here. It's very unpredictable, the whole event. I mean, how healthy is Pete? How healthy is Andre? I like Andre's draw. I look forward to seeing these young guys. I want to see someone else make a breakthrough and see if the couple of the old veterans, you know, the courageous of this world, Moya, if they can come back strong and make an event of this. I suspect the men's side's going to be very exciting this year.
You got to look at a guy like Murat Safin, for instance, who's had some success, a couple of clay court tournament victories. He's a guy who could emerge, right?
That's exactly the type of guy I'd like to see do well here. I mean, he did have a couple decent results. He got to the round of 16, but here's a chance where he's been very hot coming in, won a couple of events. Now, can you hit the big time? I mean, let's see Safin go to the big time and, you know, get to the semifinals, maybe win this thing. I don't know if he can do that yet mentally. He's added some parts to his game, but he seems a little one-dimensional to me. But we'll see. A
guy a lot of people like is Gustavo Kuerten. Your thoughts on the Brazilian?
You gotta like him. I mean, he's just a loosey-goosey, great guy. Plays with fun that you don't see anymore. We saw that at the Open last year, and he really is. If you had to pick one guy, the favorite coming in.
Let's go back to Pete Sampras for just a moment. I asked you earlier, what are the things that Pete has to do? Do you think that perhaps his best chance has already happened, or will Pete get another good opportunity to win here?
Both. You know, I think that in a sense, at his age, with all the talent that comes out every year, he's got the edge mentally in the sense that he's a great champion. But the fact is that on this surface, people try harder against him. People will throw in the towel a lot more quickly against a guy who's, to me, the greatest grass court player that ever played. On this surface, you see guys hang tougher, and it's tough to pull out 7 matches. Let's face it, if there is a weakness in Pete's game, it's his physical fitness. And it's hard to imagine that he could be 100% physically fit coming into this tournament. I mean, he's been out since the Davis Cup, has not played a great deal. I don't think that's going to cause him to lose this match. But as the tournament progresses, to win 7, to beat an Arazi, then come back, say Arazi, assuming he gets to the 3rd round, and then a Ferrero in the 16th, and then you have to win 3 more. That's a tall order. Although it doesn't concern me he didn't play a lot, though. I don't think he needs that. I mean, if he gets hot, he's dangerous, period. To go to all the clay court events leading up to it, that's not what Sampras needs at this point.
jeu, Sampras.
And
Sampras holds to start the second set.
here's a chance, Bill, for him to get right back here. I mean, he's won the first set. Philippoussis hanging the head a little bit. They don't sit down now. Try to get that quick break here. Get off to a quick start here and really take control of this match. This is where, if you're a Philippoussis, you got to watch out. The old days, he sat down for 90 seconds, and by the time he started the point, it'd be close to 2 minutes. Sampras now, this is a guy to watch out for. Courageous, back in form. Not good conditions for Woodruff, who's very stiff player, you know, plays very, doesn't have a lot of flexibility in his game. Arazi, just the opposite.
Clean winner from Philippoussis.
15-0.
Arazi, by the way, is 22 in the world. Ellen Nowie, 14 in the world right now, seeded 15. And you have another player, Alami. I'll try to. He's 32 in the world, so that's a heck of an effort for the Moroccan team, who's just actually made it to the Group A next year. That whole debacle with Chile and Argentina, where Argentina walked off the court, things were being thrown at them. Chile's now been defaulted, so Morocco a default into the main group next year. So congratulations to them. Bad luck for the Chileans. Ball look wide.
30.
Philippoussis gives it a look.
You know, the problem is in the rules of 2000, it's been this way for probably, I think, 10 years. More results.
Winning in straight sets.
You've got to stop the point right when you think there's a bad call. If you continue to play the point, that's it. In the old days, which was a pretty good deal, I got to say, you could play another 10, 15 shots. If you lost the point, you could go back and say, hey, wait a minute, that ball 15 shots ago was out. And if they agree with you, you'd actually get the point. Grosjean, the Frenchman, 4 sets. He's working that hook forehand today. It's tough to read it, and Philippoussis fooled there.
40.
And you know, Pete, who's one of the greatest ever, senses that this is the time to step on Philippoussis. It's going to need a ladder to do it, but that's all right.
Avantage.
Pete may not
Philippoussis.
with that nice kick he's got. Martina Hingis, easy winner. Mary Pierce over Tara Snyder. Natalie Tozia is through to the second round.
27.
I got to congratulate, too, the oldest player in the men's draw, Bill. Ronald Agenor, still around. I think he's 36. And this guy's been fighting back for years. He won his first round match. .35. I apologize to Ronald.
Monica Seles winning in straight sets.
Agenor beat, you ready for this? I'm going to need you for this. Paradorn, get the pronunciation list out. From Thailand. Sri Shapan. That's my
Avantage.
guess. We'll go with it.
Philippoussis. Jeu. Philippoussis.
Well, Philippoussis has to battle,
Un jeu partout.
but finally holds, and 1-all in the second set. Shrikafan, by the way.
There it is.
There you go.
Say that 3 times fast. Now, he was out of the game for years, Agenor. I mean, you got to commend his effort getting back to the top 100. No question, the greatest player ever out of Haiti. Got to work on the technique on that one. I mean, that was just seemed like everything was wrong there. Leaning back, not getting down to. That's where Pete wants to keep it, by the way. Keep it nice and low. This big guy doesn't like it down low.
Is that true of most tall players?
It really
Have
is.
trouble getting down to the ball?
And even if they are good at it, they're not going to want to do it for long periods of time. In a best-of-5 set match, that's going to fatigue them.
Third ace for Sampras.
Especially someone who's got bad knees like Philippoussis. Takes a big swing in these relatively, well, it's calmed down a bit, but it's been windy out there. And that just doesn't make sense from where he is to try to hit it that hard. It's just not thinking out there. It's just not going to work, that play.
Sails a little bit on Sampras. So 40-15.
Sampras.
Sampras holds 2-1, second set. This is the 10th time that Pete Sampras and Mark Philippoussis have played each other. Sampras leading the series 7-2. The only time they've met before the second round was at Wimbledon in 1996. Their last meeting was at Wimbledon. John talked about it a short time ago. Last year in the quarterfinals. Philippoussis struggling with the injury and had to retire. Clean winner there for Philippoussis. 30 love.
Career prize money for Pete Sampras, $40 million. And counting. At 28 years old, it's not a bad way to make a living hitting a tennis ball over the net. There's where reach comes in handy. Philippoussis with a mere $4.3 million career prize money. Pete should have done better, or could have done better with that pass, but Philippoussis with the long reach quickly goes to 40 love.
Philippoussis.
Love game from Philippoussis. 2-all. They have been playing for 49 minutes. Court Central, it's breezy today, but yesterday the wind was gusting up to 40 miles an hour here in Paris. So things have calmed down considerably.
That's in case the players weren't anxious enough, you know, leading into the event, make them even more nervous.
That's long.
That's about the best return Philippoussis has hit. Nice and low. Sampras with the error. Philippoussis trying to figure out the Sampras serve here.
And 2 quick points for Philippoussis and an opportunity at love 30.
That's where it's tough to volley on clay. You saw Pete slide into it. It's perhaps easy for me to say up here because I've done the same thing millions of times. Take that extra step, which is not tough because you need to make that quick move. You could slip on the play. So instead of like a routine volley put away, which would have been on a hard court, say, he ends up sliding and missing it. Now he finds himself love 30 with the second serve. And that ball drops in. Now suddenly Philippoussis has 3 break points after that miss-hit winner.
0-40.
Well, you think of Sampras as the power hitter, but he shows the exquisite touch there. He can do it all. That's not good thinking there. That's the difference between Sampras and Philippoussis, for starters, mentally. The fact that Philippoussis would try, a shot, try to hit it so hard. 2 break points, and he's got 1 more chance. Sampras looking to rush him here.
Just like that, deuce.
40.
And the 40 love point I can understand. That's just too good. 40-15, just here's a point is what Philippoussis says. Take this point. And then he's thinking about it because he probably realized that was a dumb play. And then Sampras quickly just kicks the first serve and comes in. Another easy put away.
The overhead and 4 straight points for Sampras.
Avantage, Sampras.
John, you talk about the movement. Is moving on clay innate, or can you learn if it doesn't come natural on the surface?
You can learn to a degree, but you watch a lot of these clay court, European clay court players, and you can just tell that they just have a natural feel for it.
Grew up playing on it.
Grew up. I mean, it's tougher for the guys from California, although they've made some headway. There are some clay courts there now, but when I was growing up, there was absolutely no clay courts whatsoever in California. Now you're at least talking where clubs are trying to throw a couple in there.
That's good. Sampras comes from triple, break point down to hold.
Sampras, même pas 3 jeux à 2.
So here on Court Central, 3-2. Sampras winning the first set 6-4. And let's check in over on court. Suzanne Longland, Amelie Mauresmo against Lilia Osterloh. Tracy Austin is with us, and Mauresmo has pretty much controlled the match from the beginning, Tracy.
This is her 4th match point in this game, and there it is.
Yes, set match. Mademoiselle Mauresmo. 6-2, 6-3.
Ranked number 14 in the world, still 20 years old, finalist of the Australian Open last year, and she just has a ton of talent. A big serve, a huge forehand, variety off the backhand side, slice and topspin. A terrific athlete, a lot of promise.
So Mauresmo through to the second round in straight sets, 6-2, 6-3. We'll be back to check in on Pete Sampras in a moment. Megan Shaughnessy, a 21-year-old from Scottsdale, Arizona, beat the number 12 seed Julie Allard-Descougis, Tracy.
Megan Shaughnessy, 65 in the world. Descougis, number 13 in the world. So a terrific upset. Definitely the best result of her young career. Served extremely well and was very consistent.
Megan Shaughnessy won the 16 and under USTA Clay Court Championship at the age of 14 and was a junior finalist here in Paris in 1996. As we come back to Court Central, nice win today for Megan Shaughnessy. Meanwhile, Mark Philippoussis had a great opportunity to slip away and Pete Sampras' previous service game. So Philippoussis serving at 30-15, 2-3 in the second set.
Ball was called out. Mike Morrissey will take a look. Bears repeating that the only surface where they will look at the mark, and Morrissey overrules and calls it in. Pete not convinced, but rarely do you see him complain.
But he's given it a good long look.
45.
So 40-15.
Megan Shaughnessy better check her birth certificate. She doesn't look 21, I'll tell you. She's got a young looking face.
Philippoussis dans le note.
So Philippoussis holds for 3-all.
3 jeux partout.
Well, get a complete match summary, up to the minute results, play some tennis trivia, and even enter the green room and meet our announcers just by logging on to USA's website, www.usanetwork.com.
I was wondering how long that would take. The first Beck website pop.
Yeah, oh, right. And it is a terrific site. What's going on? By the way, we want to wish a happy Memorial Day to everyone. Thank you for spending part of it with us here in Paris.
This is a classic case of where he hit a good shot, but he wasn't prepared to hit the next shot. And Sampras sees that he's way behind the court. You have to think ahead. I mean, this is like a chess match. Except for the fact you're out there running as well, which is why it's such a great game. If Philippoussis just can't swing at a ball and expect the point to be over. Sampras too good for that. Sampras bombs in ace number 4.
$30 love. Does Sampras get enough credit for his thinking on the court? And people always talk about his power.
You know, I think people have realized how great a player he is. I mean, over the course of the last 10 years, anyone with 12 majors, it's automatically you've cut out virtually everyone. Once you say 12 majors, it's him and Roy Emerson. So I think that over the years, people have seen him add little bits to his game, the drop volley, the running forehand cross court, backhand cross court. Just the fact that he's serving out here in this tournament. What he's really improved is people's respect for his competitive level, too, you know, that he's won some tough matches. That's what Philippoussis likes it, nice up, nice and high, just whacks that forehand. Unfortunately for him, he's down 40 love. He's still got to Get lucky here to pull this game out.
See the time of the match, just over 1 hour. Well, he had it all set up.
All set up, wide open court, and they said, why did I have to cut it that close? Now, I suppose we're supposed to feel bad for him now, right? Only a couple other Wimbledons.
Lost in the semifinals at the Australian Open earlier this year. That big 5-setter with Agassi.
Sampras.
Holds here, 4-3. Sampras up a set.
Sampras, même pas 4 jeux.
What if you could?
Mark Philippoussis serving 15 love, 3-4 second set against Pete Sampras.
Riches to rag there. Sampras out of the point. Philippoussis' forehand clips the tape, and he gets a winner.
15 all.
35.
Another ace. That's the 9th of the match for Philippoussis. Match update.
Considering the conditions, that's a pretty good job for Pete.
45.
10th ace.
He had that one rough game early in the second, down love 40. Has had a routine time serving otherwise, and Philippoussis just one break. Can't say it's all that surprising.
4 jeux partout.
Arazi has just won the first set from Chris Woodruff, 6-3.
Here it's 4 all.
Felmakov has gone up on your man from Croatia, Ljubicic.
15-0.
I knew I blew it. Goodbye, chick. We need to get more Americans. We need to get another wave of Americans. Let's make it easier.
Miss hit
30.
by Philippoussis.
That's the problem with clay. If it hits the tape, it's going to skid and take a bad hop like it did there. And Morrissey asked for those damn cell phones to be turned off. Fat chance of that.
30 love.
God forbid anyone to miss a call for the next hour.
That's right. Can't have that no matter where you are.
Once again, better athleticism from Pete. Beautiful half volley, and Philippoussis looks surprised. He's got to get his racket in better preparation, be more prepared to hit that. He just wasn't ready to hit the pass.
Love game from Sampras. 5-4, second set.
Sampras, même pas 5 jeux à 4.
Back at Court Central. First point.
15-0.
10th game of the second set. Mark Philippoussis serving, and now 15 love. This set unfolding in a similar fashion the first set. Although Philippoussis did have triple break point on Sampras earlier, couldn't convert. Everyone is held.
He had a poor service game at 4-5, and so far this game showing some signs of the old Chocola.
5th double fault and 15 all.
Don't want that job. Get hit by the Philippoussis serve. That reminds me. That was all or nothing, and it worked that time. Sampras with a chip charge.
Does Philippoussis have the gear where he can pull back?
No, he doesn't. That's this is it. You know what you see right now is what you get. If he's not on, then he's nowhere near as good as he is if he's just cranking away. Calm, intelligent point from Sampras there.
All.
And this crowd knows tennis. I mean, they can sense, okay, and maybe Pete can pull his second out right now. 2 points from a 2-set lead.
Nice touch there from Philippoussis for 40-30.
You should take something out of the Todd Martin playbook, which is being so tall. Just take something off the first serve, hit it out wide. Doesn't need to hit every serve so hard, and that leaves that court nice and open for him. Plus, it makes it tougher to return when you don't know what speed the ball's coming at.
Philippoussis.
Good play there to hold for 5 all.
5 jeux partout.
Well, back again this year. I know you wanted to do this,
can't
John.
wait.
The Oracle Tennis Trivia Quiz. Who are the only South American men to win the French Open singles title? I'll give you the answer in just a bit.
I think I have the answer to that one.
15-0.
I know this is going to sound tired for the people that listened to me before, but that's where he's got to shorten that swing and not go for such a big return. Make Sampras work a little harder. But in that situation, calls for the big forehand. Philippoussis delivers. That's also where he loves to hit forehands, up high.
It's interesting to watch Pete's reaction. He put his hand over his face. He knew. But he didn't put that where he wanted.
Oh, boy, it's strong there. Serious muscles up top to be able to hit that backhand up the line for a winner. Michael Chang with a win. 11 long years ago that he won his lone Grand Slam title. That's a great game from Philippoussis.
And he has an opportunity.
30-40.
Pete with the drop volley, but not short enough. The big guy has plenty of time to line it up. Seizes the opening there, and this is a huge chance for him.
S'il vous plaît.
Let the 3 break points go by the wayside earlier. So this will be his 4th break chance in this set.
Je. Philippoussis.
Pete hands it to him with his 3rd double fault. And we are even at a set apiece in Paris. Well, I jumped the gun just a little bit. Mark Philippoussis doesn't have the 2nd set yet, but he is serving for it. And 15 love after his 11th ace.
Philippoussis in a good flow right now, as confident as he's been this entire match. We may be settling in here for a longer match than was expected a couple minutes ago. 30 love, 2 points from evening this match.
40-0.
216, that's 134 miles per hour.
12 aces now for Philippoussis.
He gets the first serve in, you can pretty much forget about it. So far, Sampras has only won a couple points off his first serve.
And triple set point.
Je. Deuxième manche.
Sampras doesn't even move.
7-5.
So now we're all even. A set apiece. Back to the French in a moment. More of the players focusing for the majors for big events like Davis Cup.
Did you hear that? See, I was just about to mention that, the old Davis Cup. That's beautiful. Certainly, if you're at the stage of Agassi's career, there's no question. Pete as well. Pete held, by the way, the first game. 1 love 3rd set, a set all. That ball looked like it could have been wide. Philippoussis misses the backhand love 15. We've been talking this literally for over 20 years, though, and I bet you even before that, there's way too many tennis tournaments. The schedule's too long. They expect too much from the top players. They can't be at their best simply because they force them to play too much. So they're forced to make their own decision. And it's too bad, because if they had a better schedule and they had more time between events and they put Davis Cup in the better time of the year, made people more aware of when Davis Cup was, so the players and the fans could focus on it for that period of time, whether it's 1 or 2 or 3 different times in the year, we'd all be better off. And mainly the players. You see players play at a more consistent high level.
Well done there from Philippoussis for 30-15.
I mean, I'll give you a perfect example. Philippoussis, his year. I mean, he's had injury problems since last year at Wimbledon. He missed the U.S. Open where he was a finalist. He comes back. He loses Andre in a tough match in the Australian Open. He's got to fly from Australia to Davis Cup in Switzerland. He wins the fifth match there, 6-4 in the 5th set to help Australia advance to the next round. Has to fly the next day to San Jose, where he wins that tournament, beating Jim Courier among others. Goes to Memphis, where he's forced to default after a couple wins. Then with only a couple weeks off, he has got to go to Indian Wells, then the tournament in Miami. Misses more time, and that's where he struggled on the clay courts. I mean, this is a guy who's, it's a crazy schedule. That's a tremendous shot from Sampras.
right in the corner.
You don't hit it any better than that, I'll tell you.
40-30.
And we're in a similar position. We play Spain July 21st, 2nd, and 3rd on clay. Well, the clay court season effectively ends after this tournament, which means that Pete and Andre and all the other great grass court players will be going to Wimbledon, where they'll participate there. That tournament finishes about 10 days before the tie in Spain takes place, which means that Sampras and Agassi will have spent up to 8 weeks consecutively in Europe before the tie. So you know that 1-all third set here. You know that Pete's going to want to go home for a period of time, and he's going to need a time to get away from the game in a sense. But yet he's going to have to go back in 11 days or less a week and play in 12 days after, say, the finals of Wimbledon, or 11 days actually. And Andre the same situation, and then go back and play on hard courts and prepare for the Open. And on top of this, insanity. Then they're asked, after all this, to go to the Olympics, which is a week after the U.S. Open. And the funniest part of all is that now they're saying the Olympics is got about as many points as the tournament does in Bastad, which is the week after Wimbledon. So they're saying to the players that, according to the points for the rankings, that the Olympics is about the 20th biggest tournament of the year. Now, I'm no expert, Bill, but I think there's something wrong there.
Put it up a little higher than that, would you?
You got to put it up at least with the majors, particularly if you want it to be supportive, or don't support it. Have it as an amateur event. Don't have it the same year. Don't have Davis Cup and the Olympics the same year. I mean, it's ridiculous that at this stage in 2000 they still have virtually done nothing about all these schedules.
Wonderful touch from Sampras. Well, that suggestion has been made that the Davis Cup should not be held every year, perhaps every other year, all of the Ryder Cup in golf.
Or perhaps, get the Olympics back to where it was. The tennis could set an example and say this is purely an amateur event, and it would be a stepping stone for all the great amateurs. Perhaps keep them in college a couple years. Keep players from turning professionally quite as quickly, because there will be rewards if you win a gold medal for your country. But not expect this. I mean, in the year 2004, and the Olympics is going to be played in Greece, the end of the Olympics is the day before the U.S. Open starts. And that's on clay. So you tell me what a player is going to do. You think Pete Sampras is going to go to or whoever it is for that matter, is going to go to Athens, play on clay, and then go the next day and play the U.S. Open? Who says give me a break? Famous for, come on.
Second serve, 30-all.
That's the classic case where you aim a couple feet inside the line, so in case you catch it late like he did, it still goes in. And the other thing with the scheduling is that, unlike other sports where you're told exactly when you've got to go somewhere, like, even Michael Jordan was told the flight leaves at 8 o'clock and practice is at 10, and you can't bring your family and you can't do that. Tennis is different. You got to make your own schedule. And that's a lot tougher than people realize. It's hard to know what is right.
Sure.
Sampras holds 2-1 in the third set. Here at Roland Garros, which is named for the four musketeers of French tennis.
Yannick Noah and Henri Lecomte. Guy Forget.
Jacques Bouillon, Jean Barotra, Henri Crochet, and René Lacoste, who, as you know, John, with a dominant force in tennis in the late 20s and early 30s. Here, Mark Philippoussis serving, trying to level this third set at 2. 15-all after a 6th double fault.
I can tell you from experience there that you can't run through that approach. And that was a play that I like to utilize, the chip charge. You have to have that moment of hesitation. All too often I saw the same thing happen when I try to run through it. Obviously he's trying to get to the net more quickly to cut off the volley, but first things first.
It's interesting to watch Sampras now. He looks very comfortable early in the match and increasingly looks less comfortable as the match has gone on. And I suppose that's a tribute to pretty good play from Philippoussis.
It is. Philippoussis has picked it up nicely. End of the second set, and here is more comfortable. But Sampras, he's got the edge. I mean, he's the better athlete, and he's struggling in a way, but I think in a way he knows he's not playing a clay court player. So at least from that perspective, it's a different type of match. I think he'll find a way to win this thing. He's definitely gotten a lull, though. He's just sort of, his level has dropped. And because of that, his spirits has dropped a little bit. 2-all third set. Kafelnikov up 2 sets now on somebody.
Nikam Arazi against the American Chris Woodruff on serve in the second set.
Kurecha with the easy win. Watch out for Kurecha here. Kurecha in the Sampras quarter. They would be scheduled to meet, and Kiefer's out. Not that he would have been a threat anyway on this surface, but Jan-Michael Gamble took him out easily today.
That's wide.
15-0.
Roger Federer, I believe, will be, although he's just actually started, but he is favored to beat Wayne Arthurs, the Australian lefty with the big serve. Can't see him beating Federer on clay. That should be interesting. Gamble Federer second round.
30-0.
Quickly, 30 love.
See if we can sneak out to the Woodruff Arazi match if we have any cameras out there. We've got to give country some time for that big win in Zimbabwe. Now that we can hear a pin drop here. Philippoussis hit the pass, but he kept running away from the court.
Sort of decided the point was over already.
It was over once he did that. Sampras saw that and just said, okay, all I have to do is hit the ball over the net. Now, Philippoussis should have stopped and moved back into the court, and he perhaps would have had a chance, but thank you anyway. And it could have been 30-all. You know, instead, Sampras still going to win this game at 40-15. Sun's peaked out, temporarily causing problems for Pete. Gone away again. Now ready to serve.
Predominantly overcast day.
Paul Goldstein destroying Andre Sa from Brazil, 6-1, 5-0. Looks like he'll be awaiting the winner of this match.
Sampras.
Sampras loses just 1 point on his serve.
Sampras mène par 3-2.
So 3-2 here in the third. And let's
all right,
send you over to court 10. Chris Woodruff, the American. It's Nikam Arazi, Morocco.
That's 4-all.
Arazi holds for 4-all.
Now here's a guy with a lot of talent. And we've seen that before here. Quarterfinalists in the past.
Always seems to make some noise, but can't continue it.
Well, he's not a big guy, so physically I just don't think he can keep it up the whole tournament. But he's awful dangerous, particularly early.
Ranked number 28 in the world in the entry system, and the champions race. Points, he's 23rd.
Don't ask anyone of us to explain what that means. I mean, now they've tried a new system. They've gotten everything more confused.
0-15.
Woodruff currently at 41 in the world. After that quarterfinal result in Australia, notice coming in his match record 11-12. Not exactly knocking him dead since Zimbabwe. And that's part of the reason why. You can't miss balls like that.
0-30.
You coached Chris in Davis Cup competition. Tell me about his game.
He's a big guy, very fit, eager. He's got a nice serve. Big back, actually one of the best backhands in the business, but he's a little stiff when he plays, so he has trouble making that shift from the baseline to the forecourt, to the net, and hitting some solid volleys. Not real comfortable at net. There's an example. He needs to, get his racket back more quickly there.
0-40.
He's down love 40. This is big here. It's funny, after he won the Davis Cup, he went back to Tennessee, went to a college game. They gave him a standing ovation at halftime, 15,000 people. And he said, John, he calls me up a few weeks later, there's people watching me practice now. There's people, I don't know what to do, So all of a sudden, a lot of people are taking notice of him, and he struggled with that. He's not used to people watching, and unfortunately, we watched him. He's down a break.
Arazi with the break, 5-4.
J'avais mon permis, tous mes formulaires étaient remplis.
In Sampras, according to these new ranking systems, we're going to have to stay on the air to 8, I think.
You need a
to
pointer?
explain this.
30-0.
They have certain tournaments that count no matter what. 2 of those being the ones that I've mentioned. So that means that the ones, if you don't play, as if you've lost first round anyway. So I don't know if those points have already gone on, like those bad results have gone on for Pete and Andre, but that's going to hurt them down the road in their ranking at the end of the year for sure, because they haven't even played the tournaments.
The entry system is what they use for the seedings.
Now, what's ridiculous is the fact that Agassi won the French. He's won the Open finals at Wimbledon, won the Australian again. Now, how in God's name is he not number 1?
We'll let you ponder that after ace number
Sampras,
7.
même pas 4 jeux à 3.
4-3.
When it's you against a migraine headache, you can't play nice. But now there's new.
Had a win over Mark Philippoussis. Got to the quarterfinals, lost there to Leighton Hewitt.
Oh, he's much better on hard courts, but his career record going in, I noticed, is 6-13 on clay, and I think almost all those wins have come this year, 5 of those. So he wasn't scaring a whole lot of people on the dirt.
S'il vous plaît.
Yeah, another phone has gone off on Court Central, so Philippoussis steps back, serving at 3-4, 15 all here in the 3rd set, even at a set apiece. By the way, Hika Arazi won the 2nd set, held serve for 6-4, so up 2 sets now on Chris Woodruff.
Merci beaucoup.
And again, Mike Morrissey asking that the cell phones be turned off, and getting a round of applause. There's Mike. 30-15.
Apparently Philippoussis pops a string. The pros have plenty to fall back on, probably bring at least 6 rackets out in the court with them. It's Gavin Hopper, who's his physical trainer. Pat Cash, unfortunately, my old buddy, is not working with Philippoussis anymore as his coach. Not sure if Mark's picked up someone else. I don't see anyone in the players' box. That's well done by Sampras. That knife-like backhand kept it real low.
30.
Philippoussis once again. See, he didn't have his racket in front of him. See, this is, you know, what I tell my kids. You know, I beg my kids, get your racket ready before that ball comes to you. Keep it in front of you. And if Philippoussis had done that, I think that shot would have been easier for him. It's so basic, yet it's really important.
That's 15 aces now for Philippoussis. .40-30. And showing the nice touch. Philippoussis holds 4-all.
4 jeux partout.
Well, earlier we asked our Oracle tennis trivia question, who are the only South American men to win the French Open singles title? And the answer? Gustavo Kuerten, who did it from nowhere. 1997, ranked 66 in the world. Andres Gomez and Guillermo Vilas.
You know, Gomez's win was out of nowhere, too, even though he was always a dangerous clay court player. He was 30 years old, considered to be on the downside of his career. Inspirational for the old folks.
And the win over Andre Agassi.
That's right.
And Agassi, over the 2 weeks, looked unbeatable.
I was getting tired watching Sampras hit those backhands. My shoulder started hurting. I think that's why they invented these graphite rackets, because players, quite frankly, got tired of trying to hit high backhands and not being able to do anything with it. And that allows you to at least actually hit off the back foot, which a lot of players do now, and get some power. Sampras, 40 love.
Showing some power there with his 8th ace.
Mariano Zabaleta, 35 in the world, Argentine, tough clay court. Are playing, you know this guy, right? Harold Levy, qualifier from Israel.
Jeu, Sampras.
Love game from Sampras, 5-4, third set.
Sampras, même pas 5 jeux à 4.
5. Down the line for Sampras.
Well, that's the risk Philippoussis takes by running around the backhand. That Sampras can run around one himself and hit that winner up the line.
15-all.
Very few people would have run that one down. Philippoussis, you got to give him credit. He won't be deterred, though. I mean, he just keeps firing away. Makes it look easy.
40-15.
For 40-15. I'd like to see Pete work that forehand more, just, you know, force him, because guys that run around their backhands a lot, they like to hit the inside out forehand. He gets Philippoussis off the court, make things a whole lot easier. Mix it up at least, just don't get stuck into that same groove.
Well guessed by Philippoussis there.
Philippoussis.
And got down nicely. So 5-all.
5 jeux partout.
And this is where Sampras got into trouble in the second set.
Kiertnen didn't have a whole lot of trouble in his match. This is highly competitive.
And Vince Aguirre is a guy who came into Paris with a little bit of buzz. And Kiertnen made it look easy.
(6-0, 6-0).
15-0.
That's when you look to hide in a corner.
Now, all the service games in this set have been pretty one-sided. We haven't had any break points and no deuce games.
Get the sense the crowd is anticipating a tie break here to finish this third set off. Wow. Pete thought the serve was a little wide.
15.
I'm not sure if Philippoussis wouldn't agree with him. He just smacked the forehand as hard as he possibly could hit it.
And it paid off for 30-15.
That was a weird play. That works.
Just swinging away.
He hits the defensive lob and then decides to come in off it. And you don't see that very often.
30-all. Ninth ace for Sampras.
That ball looked good. Take a look at that.
Mike Morrissey starts to come down.
Sampras annoyed because he knows that he should have won that game. I mean, Philippoussis had no real plea. He got his racket on it, but he wasn't going to get it back.
Sampras.
There you go. So 6-5 in the third set.
Oh, yes, a brilliant move. Galvez scampering.
Very tight first-round match between Pete Sampras and Mark Philippoussis as Philippoussis serves to try to send this third set to a tiebreak.
(15-0).
15-love.
Ball just sort of sat there for Mark. He had time to take that big swing. The idea was good. Just try to hit it a little more firmly the next time.
Deuxième service.
And quickly 30-love.
Get ready for the tiebreak.
30-0.
sails
40-15.
just long. And 40-15. Just about what you expected this match, John?
In a way, yes. I mean, it's expect the unexpected. It's hard to predict what will happen. I thought Sampras had that chance towards the end of the second. Maybe could have gotten that 2 sets lead, and then when he didn't, Philippoussis picked up his game, and now it's anyone's ball game.
Jeu décisif.
Set to start. Third set tiebreak.
You know, fitness maybe start become a factor a little bit in this fourth, and if it goes to a 5th set, you better believe that Philippoussis, Sampras want to get up 2 sets to 1. It's not going to get any easier as the tournament progresses. Now the crowd getting into it, sensing Sampras needs a little help.
0. Sampras.
Both have good tiebreak records so far this year.
Un partout.
.122 miles an hour. 1-all.
That clips the line. Or does it? I'd say it does. And Morrissey does not have to go all the way because Sampras realized it caught the line. 2-1 Philippoussis.
And that was ace number 17.
2-1 Philippoussis.
Not the kind of number we're used to seeing on this surface. But certainly one you're used to seeing from Philippoussis, and what a shot.
Shot of the match for him. You expected a lot of aces, but you didn't expect to see this. Full run, sliding majestically. 3-1 now. Third set tiebreaker for Philippoussis.
3-2 Philippoussis.
Same strategy, different result. 3-2.
Took guts for Sampras to go right back to that forehand. One more point before they switch sides. Ball sails on Sampras.
Philippoussis.
And they'll change sides with Philippoussis up 4-2. That's the story. Pete Sampras winning the first set 6-4. And then Philippoussis coming back 7-5 in the second. They've been playing just over 2 hours. Tough to tell what Paul Annacone is thinking.
Big bomb from Philippoussis. Now 2 points from the third set. You know, Annacone's thinking if all else fails, there's always Wimbledon.
You know, Pete will be ready. Trying to break Roy Emerson's mark with his 13th Grand Slam championship.
He waited, let Philippoussis make his move.
5-3.
Easy winner up the line.
Philippoussis.
The luxury of time there. In good preparation. which allowed Pete to hold that a little longer.
Serving at 3-5 in the tiebreak.
5-4.
Now,
Philippoussis.
separate the men from the boys here. There's a former French Open champion, Elie Nastase.
Set up by a beautiful serve.
And you said it. This huge serve, but also well placed.
6-4.
Virtually
Philippoussis.
unreturnable. Pete did a good job just getting it back. Philippoussis has that big forehand as well. 2 set points.
Serve came in at 122 miles an hour. As John said, perfectly placed.
Troisième manche.
And Philippoussis
7-6.
has a 2-1 lead on the number 2 seed, Pete Sampras.
2 manches à 1.
Pete Sampras in some trouble against Mark Philippoussis, down 2-1 against the Aussie in Court Central.
Welcome to Paris.
Well, among the players you'll see tomorrow, Lindsay Davenport. This is Lindsay working out, practicing yesterday. She'll be in action at Court Central against Dominique Van Roost, and it will be interesting to see how well Lindsay does over these 2 weeks, considering that she's been struggling with a back injury. Meanwhile, Philippoussis serving to start the 4th set, and out quickly at 30 love. John, when you think about Mark Philippoussis, does he have the kind of game where he can get to the top? I know he did make the finals at the U.S. Open, but get to the top and kind of stay around that area in the top 5
I don't know if he's got that. He's got a lot of ability. He's a big, strong kid. He's had some excellent results. Easy game there. You remember the finals of the U.S. Open. He looked like he was going places last year at Wimbledon. The way he serves right now, there's not a whole lot of guys that want to return this serve. But, you know, he's had a lot of injury problems in the past. Can he do it when the going gets tough? Will the body stay healthy for him? Because you have to put out more against the better guys. And that's what he hasn't been able to do. And his long-term consistency, I don't know. I think he's going to be one of these guys that's always going to be dangerous, but be surprised if he actually gets to the top of the game. Now, that's not to say he couldn't win a Wimbledon at some point in his career. I think that's well within his is definitely possible. But to be number 1, that's another story. Don't see that. That ball looked like it may have caught the back of the line. Pete's going to have him take a look because there is a mark. We can see that from here. Pete convinced it was long, and it was long. You can tell from excellent camera angle there. Sometimes those French cameramen do all right. Our guys. See that we finally got some of our guys.
Well, thanks
no
to
wonder.
Bruce Troyd, our director in the truck, for that look.
You stop buttering up the people in the truck. It's the first day.
Got to try to get those in as often as I can.
He's certainly playing with more confidence now.
Interesting how the momentum has absolutely shifted. You made the point that in that second set there was a time when Philippoussis looked like he was very shaky.
He was, and Sampras let him off the hook, and now all of a sudden even his footwork looks better. That confidence helps everything. Pete's just got to keep plugging away, stay the course. You know, he's got a great serve. He should hold reasonably easily and just wait for his chance. And this time, though, he's got to take advantage of it. He hasn't done that the last couple sets, but this match is still well within his grasp. Well, he gave Philippoussis a gift there.
30.
Philippoussis had no intention whatsoever of trying for a forehand. Just stood on the backhand side. Pete hit it right to him.
30-all.
Uh-oh.
30-40.
He doesn't miss that volley often.
Now, big point here for Sampras. Philippoussis with a break chance, up 2-1, and this would give him a 2-love lead here in the fourth.
Looks like he broke a string. The good news is his rackets are extremely close in tension. I mean, virtually identical. The bad news is he's got to change between first and second serves down a break point. You never know if it could be just a little bit different. So if I were him, I'd play it a little safer on this second serve, like he did there.
40.
Smart play, deuce.
But that toss dropped too low.
Oh, well done. It's interesting, John. It doesn't seem like Sampras has varied too much. He's been pretty steady throughout the match. It's been Philippoussis who's dictated the play.
Philippoussis picked it up at the end of the second and has gotten himself in a winning position. Sampras has not played that well. He's not played poorly. He just hasn't played up to his capabilities.
Sampras survives the break point and holds for 1-all.
Arazi, meanwhile, is up 6-3, 6-4, 4-3. Woodruff has a couple break points to try to hang in there. That's a tall order to come back against Arazi down 2 sets. That's going to work there. Beautiful. Sampras looking for momentum shift right here.
Some emotion from Sampras.
And the crowd responds to that. That's exactly what he needs to do. He played a smart point, not going for too much. And that's what the crowd is begging Sampras for, along with his Davis Cup captain.
S'il vous plaît.
Now, Philippoussis has not faced a break point since the first set.
I think he's about to face a couple here. Love 30-second serve.
Beautifully done. Backhand cross court.
15.
So that's when you just turn around and say, too good. I mean, that is just, that was a deep approach. Philippoussis there just with the prayer that was answered.
15-30. And well played by Philippoussis.
We've seen that before. That serve into the corner and the open inside-out forehand to the open court.
30 all.
Not a lot you can do about that. That is a tough serve to deal with. Yep, there's the break point now.
Sampras' first break chance since the first set.
Looks like he's getting that second win.
Time of the match, 2 hours and 18 minutes.
Just wide.
Deuce.
He's a powerful man.
Avantage.
That was
Philippoussis.
it. Once again, there's Marty Mulligan, a great player from the 60s. I believe won Wimbledon one year, or at least the finals, or won Wimbledon. Check the record books on that.
Clean winner from Sampras.
Little cat and mouse, both looking for that
Égalité.
opportunity to hit the big forehand.
Sampras doing a wonderful job to set up that point. Deuce.
Avantage. Philippoussis.
You got that Mulligan result in yet? Mulligan was destroyed by the Rocket, Laver, in 1962. I won't mention the scores for all you Mulligan fans. Well, he hit an excellent slice backhand, but he followed up with a mediocre one. Sampras is starting to get the groove again on that forehand. And Philippoussis is probably physically slowing down a little bit, so that play is going to be there for him. That's well done.
Again, advantage Philippoussis.
Avantage Philippoussis.
Well done by both players there. Sampras making him hit the tough volley. Mark obliges.
Premier set.
Too good.
Philippoussis.
Sampras can't take advantage of the break opportunity. Philippoussis holds.
Philippoussis
2-1
2 jeux à 1.
in the fourth set. .30 love. Wind is picked up.
It's getting rough out there again.
And overcast skies once again. Actually feels like rain, although we haven't had any. And Mike Morrissey quickly out of the chair and quickly back.
There's no question that was in. Sampras with another first serve at 30 love. You really got to watch the ball. I mean, go back to the basics here. I don't think this is in the Philippoussis playbook, but if you shorten your backswing, that's going to help. Little things like maybe not throw the toss quite as high. Really watch it into the strings. Those are the type of things that are going to help you in these conditions. Keep the feet moving, because that ball has a tendency to move in different directions out there.
Sampras.
Sampras holds 2-all. No evidence of the weather you were speaking about, John.
That's the one flag that's not blowing. Yeah. We're looking in front of us. They're all.
There you go. Brazilian flag
Come on,
is out.
You got to
now.
help us here. Go to the American flag.
15-0.
Meanwhile, another ace from Philippoussis. That's 19.
Well, he does a hook forehand, gives Pete a taste of his own medicine.
30-0.
Stayed with that nicely. That's a tricky shot. That's a shot I'd like to see Sampras do more. Force Philippoussis into hitting shots like that if he can. Too good. Don't let him get in a groove.
John, do you think in his mind Pete believes he can win Roland Garros? He can win the French Open?
Yeah, you have to believe it, even if it's just a little bit. There's absolutely no chance whatsoever. Don't bother even showing up. So there's a part of him that believes if the chips fall the right way and you struggle through and you get a couple breaks, anything can happen. Right now, he's not thinking about winning the French. He's trying to figure out a way to win his first-round match.
Philippoussis helps a little bit with his 7th double fault. 30-15. Right on the line.
And he's lethal if he's got time. He's so strong he can wait for Sampras to commit and just pull it to the open court. hold that a little bit longer than other players would have to.
40-15.
Philippoussis.
Angry forehand there.
So 3-2, fourth set. USANetwork.com as we welcome you back to Court Central.
How do you build your own racket?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out.
Better get on the website.
That's the story. Pete Sampras in a battle. 15 love, down 2-1 on serve here in the fourth against Mark Philippoussis.
And some type of torch to melt the. Here's an interesting little matchup here. Kafelnikov, who hasn't beaten his opponent, now in a fifth set, looking to try to get some results because he's really struggled since the Australian Open. Virtually no good results at all, but doesn't stop him from playing every week.
30-15.
We got to check his. We got to, because he may lose that match. We got to get this in. Take a look at his year with Lubajczyk.
Very good. (40-15).
40-15.
Lubajczyk beat Kafelnikov 6-1, 6-2 in Monte Carlo last year and in Marseille this year. Let's look at his year.
Actually reached the semifinals in Sydney, did Ivan Lubajczyk. Had some pretty good wins. Beat Murat Safin, Carl Kuchera, Todd Martin.
He left the court wide open.
Sampras.
Dips in. Sampras holds for 3-all.
3 jeux partout.
Kafelnikov's lost 17 matches this year already. We're just at the French Open. 23-17 coming in. He's played a lot of tennis. Estoril on clay, Monte Carlo, Barcelona, Mallorca, Rome, Hamburg, and World Team Cup. Sampras had like 2 matches, and this guy's played 8 or 9 tournaments.
Well, that's what Philippoussis has been able to do, just tee off.
15-0.
Well, he's hit that shot just a little bit too often. Philippoussis senses it's coming again, moves over, and the muscle forehand winner. Flicks the wrist. 15 love.
Premier service. Zero.
20 aces for Philippoussis.
And 30 love.
Still got some nice speed on those serves. Woodruff and Arazi, by the way, are in a third set tiebreak. Chris trying to stay alive, down 2 sets to love. And he's going to stop playing. Looks like that mark is long. That's what you have to do. And that was the call.
Morrissey agrees. No argument from Philippoussis.
35.
So 30-15. Perfectly placed.
Well, Sampras is starting to go after that forehand more. That is a good play.
30 all.
There's no question Mark leaves that side open. Elbow hurt a little bit there, and Sampras with the break point.
After his 8th double fault, so this will be the second break chance for Sampras in this set.
S'il vous plaît.
And there's the break for Sampras.
Sampras,
That was huge. 4-3, Sampras in the 4th. And let's quickly go over to court number 10. Hika Marazi and Chris Woodruff in a tiebreak. Marazi up 5-2 and leading 2 sets to love.
Desperation time for the American here. Was down a break, got back on serve, and is looking defeat in the face right now. He does have one of the best backhands in the business, as evidenced on that shot.
5-3.
He came in, attacked that, took that on the rise, and destroyed this. Take a look here. Arazi just looking to keep the ball in play, try to get it deep, but hit it off the back foot inside the service line, and Chris all over that.
I'd like to thank our friends from French television for providing our coverage on some of the outer courts. Court 10.
How's that for a return?
Guy has a lot of talent. Lives here in Paris.
Well, that was a good first serve. In the corner, Arazi with a magical flick of the wrist has 3 match points.
Merci. Merci. Arazi. 3 matchs à 0.
So Hika Arazi eliminates American Chris Woodruff in straight sets.
Well, Arazi down in the Sampras area, and he's a likely candidate in the 3rd round. We'll get back to Pete in a second. Goldstein involved in a match is in a 3rd set tiebreaker himself, up 2 sets.
Pete Sampras on Court Central, battling to stay alive, down 2 sets to 1. Serving up a break at 4-3 in the 4th, and 15 all against the Aussie Mark Philippoussis.
The crowd senses it now. Sampras into this, and they're going to help him get through it.
35.
That was what you call a world-class volley.
30-15.
This is good to see. I mean, Sampras definitely feels that he's getting some help here. He's going to take advantage of it. So settle in your seats. It looks like we're headed to a fifth set.
Well, that's the fifth double for Sampras. 40-30.
Merci.
Crowd urging Sampras on. And there's the hold. And Sampras is one game away from a fifth set.
Two hours, 42 minutes into this match. 7:06 Paris time. Who will hold up physically here and mentally in this likely fifth set?
Fortunately for both players, it's not a warm day, so the heat is not a factor, as it can be. Temperature over the last couple of days has been in the high 50s, low 60s.
And they certainly don't play a lot of long points out there, these two big hitters. Philippoussis wants to hold here because he'd be better off serving even if he loses the fourth, serving first in the fifth.
That's just wide. 30-15. All.
Well, that's where the lack of quickness hurt Mark, because he just came up and did absolutely nothing with this forehand. Sampras loved to see that.
Just a match up to a complete match.
Fortunate break. Sampras can't stay with it. Looked like he had that lined up, John.
Well, he meant a nice stab at it, but that's awfully tough to make that a quick adjustment and do something with it.
Philippoussis.
So Philippoussis holds 5-4, fourth set.
Sampras mène par 5-4.
Welcome back to Paris. Pete Sampras trying to serve out this fourth set. As we go past our scheduled off time, trying to bring you the conclusion of this match. And it's been a good one.
30-0.
Two powerful players.
Not a lot between these two today. I guess it's fitting that they go to a fifth set. Neither one with a lot of break point chances. A lot of aces.
131 points scored by each player. So dead even. 11 aces now for Sampras. And triple set point. And again, Sampras can't put it away.
Well, that one was tight. The first one you could understand. Now, crowd senses he needs some encouragement. The third set point's a charm for him.
S'il vous plaît.
Three set points saved by Philippoussis.
40.
Deuce.
Avantage, Sampras.
12th ace. And a fourth set point. So we'll go to a fifth set.
S'il vous plaît. Deux manches partout.
Sampras with a chance to break.
And he'll get a second serve from Philippoussis.
Itching to chip charge, I sense. Of course, Philippoussis sensed that, and he comes in on the second. Good play by the Aussie.
And put it away nicely. So that saves the break point. Deuce.
There's that second where you don't know if that volley's in. Everyone's waiting in anticipation. Is that going to drop? Sampras not getting the break there.
A total breakdown there.
That's exactly right, Bill. I mean, he is disgusted with himself there. We're all human. And apparently more so at the French.
So Philippoussis survives the break point and holds to start the fifth set.
Premier jeu, dernière manche.
Nasty knife backhand. Sampras 5 sets career is pretty, I mean, incredibly 6-1 here at the French.
And you remember he had to play those 3 5-setters in 1996 when he made it to the semifinals. Beat Sergi Bruguera, former champion here, Todd Martin, and another former champion.
I saw
American Jim Courier.
Sergi back in the main draw with a wild card after fighting injuries the last couple years, trying to get his career back on track. And talk about a long shot there.
15-0.
For you Kafelnikov fans, still 3-all deuce in the 5th set. We've seen that forehand today, time and time again,
just whipping it.
We should mention that Paul Goldstein has advanced. We'll play the winner of this match we're watching now, the feisty American, excellent competitor, came down with me in Zimbabwe. He's a practice player.
And Yevgeny Kafelnikov has broken Ivan Lubajczyk, so he's serving in the 5th set at 4-3. .40-15 here. Sampras holds, and it's 1-all in the 5th. Oh. Clean winner from Philippoussis. 15 love.
Well, he thought he was doing the right thing, and I thought he was doing the right thing, but maybe he should try to just mix it up a little bit. I mean, Philippoussis seems to have gotten the groove on that backhand pass. I don't sense he could do that if he was break point down. I mean, that's a lot tougher shot to pull off.
Match just over 3 hours. 30 love.
There's that fine line between going for just a little too much. You dare these guys. Sampras just deep enough. Philippoussis didn't need to do that.
Long.
That's bad luck because he showed some excellent speed there. He was there in plenty of time, but I don't know if he hit his leg. Let's take a look as he really picks up some speed here, and he's got this one covered. No, he's okay. Oh, there is an area outside the clay where he slid, where it appears that it's a much harder surface, not nearly as much clay.
40-30.
May have been a little shock to the system.
And doesn't give as you slide into it. But Pete looks okay. 40-30. Down the tee, 21 aces for Philippoussis. We're in the 5th set at Court Central. Pete Sampras and Mark Philippoussis. And Sampras battled back to win that 4th set. And on serve 1-2 here in the 5th.
Misses an easy volley. Love 15.
15 all. Philippoussis perhaps a little over anxious.
Well, Pete's worked that big time, that serve where he's standing way outside the court, virtually in the doubles alley. And Philippoussis looking to chip charge right down the line.
$30-15.
It's a great play if you get it in. That's more important. I mean, at least make Sampras hit the winner. No freebies in the 5th set, if possible.
Pleased to have you with us on our extended coverage of day 1 of the French Open. Happy Memorial Day to all of you watching back in the States. Ace from Sampras. That's 13. Now the trainer came out to take a look at Ivan Lubajczyk. Down a break in that 5th set to Yevgeny Kafelnikov as Sampras holds. So 2 all in the 5th. Pete Sampras, who's the number 2 seed this year. He's been the number 1 seed here 5 times. 93 and 94, and also from 1996 through 1998. Take a look at our match update.
The U.S. Open, Bill, is the only tournament where they play a 5th set breaker. And to me, I think that's a great rule. I think it'd be great. I mean, fabulous for the fans and the viewers. Maybe a little more tension-filled for the players, that you knew if it went down to 6 all that they play a 5th set tiebreak. I mean, I think that's a great way to end it. Instead, we could be here for hours, potentially. Of course, this could be over in 10 minutes.
That's true.
Sampras staying down nicely here. Philippoussis left that line too open. You're supposed to cover the line first, then you can just reach out cross court, use that big wingspan he's got. Whoa, you got that shot right. Inside out forehand winner.
A lot of pace
in my dreams.
There's a look.
I always wanted that one.
30-15. Oh, a little flick.
Flick of the wrist. Looked like Cedric Pioline there.
Did.
Pioline having a great run. Won Monte Carlo, 6th seed here. The veteran plays tomorrow. Best French hope.
Easy service game for Philippoussis. 3-2 in the 5th.
Philippoussis mène par 3 jeux à 2.
Pete Sampras serving to try to level this 5th set at 3. But Philippoussis continuing to play well and won the first point Sampras serving at love 15. Oh, a dangerous place for Sampras. Now love 30.
He got overpowered the first point. That one, he knows he should have made. Crowd trying to urge Pete on. 2-3, love 30. Fifth and final set. What do they got? The Marines back behind the French Marines behind Pete?
S'il vous plaît.
Well placed. 15-30.
15-30.
The wind playing havoc in that point.
Sampras battles back for 30 all.
to
40-30.
There's a criticism of Mark, is just once again he just has this tendency, he can't help himself, just takes that huge swing. It's high reward, but it's also high risk. In a nutshell.
On cue. Sampras not out of the woods yet. Deuce.
It's going to go wide.
Avantage. Philippoussis.
And a break chance.
S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît. Philippoussis.
That's
Seventh double.
That is really surprising right there. Just hand that open. Easy volley, double fault.
Now, all Philippoussis has to do is hold his serve 2 more times.
S'il vous plaît. Merci.
Is that all?
That's it.
Simple as that. You go out and hold serve 2 more times at the French Open.
Guess you've noticed things are a lot easier up here.
Fifth set on USA.
Exactly.
Ouch.
Defense. Philippoussis tightening up. Love 30. Gustavo Kirten, straight sets winner. The young Spaniard, Juan Carlos Ferrero, straight sets. Of course, Lepentine straight sets. Sampras all over it.
That's what happens when you give away a couple points. The momentum shifts, and suddenly bad things happen. Sampras with the great volley, and he has got 3, count them, 3 break points.
Peu de silence, s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît.
Philippoussis saves 1.
Saves 2. Kafelnikov has 1, by the way, 6-4 in the 5th.
30-40.
Still 1 break chance remaining for Sampras.
Merci.
Trying to get back on serve here in the 5th set.
Premier service.
From Sampras, and he's broken back. On serve in the 5th set at the French Open.
Philippoussis maintenant.
Well, Pete Sampras has broken back and leveled this
Premier service.
5th set. We're back on serve. Sampras serving at 3-4. Puts that away. You were right, John. It's not that easy to hold your serve in the 5th set.
And the crowd's been doing the wave the past minute and a half while we were on break, and they are fired up right now. And you can just sense Sampras is about ready to jump out of his skin right here.
You see Kafelnikov.
He's excited.
Kafelnikov survives. Down the line. We've seen that a lot this afternoon from Sampras.
Philippoussis is going to put himself in trouble as he did there. This is late in the 5th set. Your legs aren't as fresh as they are early in the match, and you could see that coming.
S'il vous plaît.
Love.
S'il vous plaît. Merci. Sampras.
Just long.
Great effort from both players there. Philippoussis, despite being down 40 love, runs down that drop volley and just misses. Be a good idea to take a couple deep breaths before he starts this game at 4-all. What cost him was those 2 easy mistakes up 4-2 in the previous game. He doesn't want to get down love 40, love 30 again. Maintain a very, very calm demeanor, Philippoussis, throughout this whole. I mean, let's be honest, this is a great match. Great excitement now. The crowd's fired up. He seems to be not impressed by the whole ordeal.
Very businesslike. Puts that away. Sampras has actually been the one showing the emotion.
How often do you see that? Sampras showing a lot more emotion than his opponent. Crowd watching the screen outside.
$30 love. 40 love. Tenth double.
You always want to keep the toss in the same place, and that time you could see clearly that ball moved to his left and was too low, and no surprise there to see that go way long. Not a very good toss either.
Philippoussis holds, and it's 5-4 in the fifth. Drama here at Court Central, day one of the 2000 French Open. Pete Sampras barely hanging on against Mark Philippoussis, serving 4-5 in the fifth. The crowd solidly behind Sampras.
15-0. S'il vous plaît.
15 all.
He's continued to try to fool Philippoussis, or at least kick that serve out wide of the Philippoussis backhand, and as time's gone on, his serve has become a little bit less effective, and Philippoussis awful strong, able to handle that serve. Take a look at this mark.
Here comes Mike Morrissey.
And it's good.
$14 aces. 30-15.
Solid game from Pistol Pete. Looking to level at 5-all in the fifth set. Remember, no tiebreak. First time these two players have ever gone to a fifth set. In their 10th try, now 5-all. Sampras with 62 career singles titles.
S'il vous plaît. Pas de silence, s'il vous plaît.
The big guy Mark Philippoussis with 8. That ball cleans the line.
23 aces.
That's where he's got to calm himself down a little bit, Pill. Not go for the outright winner. He'll be in a very strong position if that goes in. He knows as well as all tennis fans that net's about 6 inches higher right there. You got to play it a little bit safer.
30 love.
That ball, there's a mark, and that looked long. Now he has a chance to go all the way to the mark.
Time of the match, just under 3.5 hours. 40 love.
And you know how physical this is, but this is where heart and some mental toughness, because not knowing there's an end in sight, you really have to stay positive and stay with it out here. Philippoussis serving first has the edge. Pressure will continually be on Sampras to hold serve to remain in the match, unless he's able to break.
Philippoussis.
Well, a love game from Mark Philippoussis. 6-5 in the fifth. Well, that's the story at Court Central. We welcome you back to our extended coverage of day one of the 2000 French Open on USA. We come to you live just about 8 o'clock here in Paris. Winner from Sampras. Trying to level this fifth set at 6 and 30 love. Wonderfully played match, although not the kind of match that you're accustomed to seeing on the red clay of Roland Garros. Two powerful men.
He's hitting the second serve right now as hard as he's been hitting the entire match.
Total of 54 aces in the match. Sampras at 40 love.
Footwork is tougher on clay, so aces are actually in some ways easier to come by. As Sampras holds the 6-all in the fifth and final set. No tiebreak, folks.
Sampras answering with a love game of his own.
I think he just asked if there was a tiebreak.
Pete wasn't quite sure. Mike Morrissey said, nope, play on.
He let that one slip away. Got careless there.
Paul Annacone knows there's no tiebreak in the fifth set at the French.
I'm sort of learning.
Oh, and we're going to see Mike Morrissey again. And rules it out. You sort of know what Paul Annacone's going through, and all coaches as they watch, really helpless on the sidelines. Right. There's not a lot you can do at this point.
He slaps that for a winner. At least he knows it's against the rules to say anything, so he can stand there. In Davis Cup, the coach can actually say something, pretend that you can do something, make a difference, which is debatable. Paul looks stoically on. So the pressure's on, the nerves in the stomach multiply, the butterflies increase. Not that these guys aren't sweating down there.
You've had a number of those moments this year in Davis Cup. That's the 24th ace, by the way, from Philippoussis.
2-3-2 wins, down 2-1 going into the final day. And things are going to be rough over in Spain when they go there in July.
Philippoussis.
So another love game. 7-6 in the 5th set.
The 2000 French Open on USA is presented by IBM. RolandGarros.org, the official website of the French Open, is an IBM e-business. And brought to you in part by Sonata. Ask your doctor about Sonata. And by CNET.com. CNET.com is helping you understand the world of technology.
Well, what a way to begin our coverage of the 2000 French Open as we come to you live from Paris. Great crowd inside Court Central and watching outside on the big monitor. Pete Sampras in a titanic battle against Mark Philippoussis.
What next?
In the 5th set, no tiebreak. And Sampras will serve to stay in the match. As you mentioned, John, the pressure at this point always on Sampras. So far, 169 points for Philippoussis, 168 for Sampras. It's been that close.
Well, the first couple points of games become more important as you see Philippoussis off to the good start here. Yes, the pressure is on Sampras right now. If he can get by and hold, and he tries to get up early in the Philippoussis serve game, and he can swing the momentum. No question that Philippoussis has been more consistent off the backhand side. He does have a shorter swing there. It's been effective. Forehand more hit miss. And that one's long. That's love 30, and suddenly 2 points from defeat is Pete Sampras. I think seriously about going to the forehand here. Philippoussis is going to take that monstrous swing. He's hit 2 excellent backhand returns there, the French Marines.
Points.
Philippoussis continuing to remain extremely calm. Let's hope he's excited now. A triple match point. 3 big-time backhands.
For the silence, s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît.
A double fault.
4-6. 7-5, 7-6. 4-6. 8-6.
Well, that's a shocking conclusion.
3 hours, 39 minutes. 8-6. And again, the terre battue, a nightmare for Pete Sampras.
He rushed through that game, Bill, made a couple on Sampras-like mistakes, and it all seemed like it was over in about a minute. That was one of the quickest games that I've ever seen, down 6-7 in such a long, close match.
And Pete Sampras has to be wondering if he'll ever get another real opportunity to win the one Grand Slam title to elude him.
Well, Americans still there. Paul Goldstein, 2 gone. Woodruff, Sampras now. Arazi Hipfel, the German. Who knows? Once again, unpredictability at the French Open.
So the number 2 men's seed is gone from Paris on the first day. Plenty of action tomorrow. We'll see Andre Agassi begin defense of his championship. Lindsay Davenport will be in action. The Frenchman Cedric Pioline and Anna Kournikova. Our coverage begins at 10 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow morning and 7 o'clock Pacific Time. It's been quite a day. Martina Hingis, a winner in straight sets over Sabine Appelmans. But Jennifer Capriati, the number 15 seed, an early exit from Paris. Jan-Michael Gamble had a nice upset win over the number 8 seed, Nicholas Kiefer. And Gustavo Kuerten, Guga, the champion in 1997. Many expect him to make some noise over these 2 weeks. It was a battle. Mark Philippoussis survives over Pete Sampras. For all of us in Paris, thanks for being with us. So long.